Ako po si Tene Rose de Andante.
At ako naman si Michael Davantes.
At ito ang Mabuhay Montreal TV.
Kumusta po mga kababayan? Welcome po sa nag-iisang Pinoy TV show dito sa International Channel. So Tenny, marami pa rin sa ating mga kababayan ang gustong mangibang bansa. And unfortunately, marami rin sa ating mga kababayan ang naloloko sa ating mga kababayan na gustong makapag-abroad.
Oo, isa na dyan na manluloko oportunista ay si Virgilio Dong Cabilan. Siya isang peke pala na recruitment agency. Ang unang hinihingi niyang pera ay para sa labor market opinion na yan ang unang pinaprocess kung ikaw ay papunta ng Canada.
Yes, actually, meron siyang mga recruitment agencies dyan sa may Edmonton and Toronto, kaya't marami pong nagko-complain. Kaya po sa ating mga kababayan, siguraduhin lang po ninyo na accredited itong mga consultants. And actually, meron niyang website, Tenny. Ito ay ang Immigration Consultants of Canada Regulatory Council, kung saan nandoon ang mga accredited and licensed consultants. So i-check nyo po iyon. Kung nandun po ang consultant sa listahan na yon, malamang na hindi po kayo maluloko.
Oo, paalala po sa ating mga kababayan, mag-ingat po, lalong-lalo na kung magka-process kayo ng papel. Hindi lang masayang ang iyong pera at pati na rin ang iyong oras.
Yeah, and actually sa Pilipinas din, Tenny, 63 agencies ang isinara doon.
Oo, sinara ng Philippine Overseas Employment Administration ang 63 recruitment agencies para na rin makita nila kung alin talaga dito ang karapat-dapat o lisensyadong mga ahensya.
Yeah. So Tenny, sana ay matigil na itong mga kalokohan dahil nakakaawa naman ang ating mga kababayan. Magbabalik po ang MMTV. Alam mo, Tenny, tayong mga Pilipino ay mapamahiin at may hilig sa mga kababalaghan.
Oo, tama yan, Michael. At nandyan ang ating kababayan na si Tita Amy to explore these stories.
Good evening. Halloween is historically and traditionally celebrated October 31st. And tonight, we are celebrating it with a bang. So, Halloween is one of the oldest celebrations in the world, dating back 2,000 years ago during the Celtic time. So tonight, we have Los Viminda Ogerio Manzoni, who is an author of Myths and Legends of the Philippines. And so first of all, we would like welcome Minda, which everybody calls you. And will you please tell us about the difference between myths and legend?
Myth and legend, they're interchangeable. However, myth, really, there's no truth to it, but legend, it's possible that it could be the beginning of something, like a legend of the pineapple. It's possible that the girl in this story became really the pineapple, like the spider. It's possible that the spider really was Arachne, who had so many hands in weaving. So that's the myth and legend. Now, as you know, in the Philippines, we don't have a Halloween per se, although we have Undas, which is our equivalent of Halloween. Now, our Halloweens are celebrated on October 31st. We celebrate it on November 1st and 2nd, which is All Souls Day and All Saints Day, respectively. And what happens is people go to church and they prepare a lot of food and they celebrate with their deceased loved ones. However, in some wealthy enclaves in Manila, they do practice Halloween as we know it here. They open their homes to trick-or-treater and they give candies.
So how can we give to the young ones the tradition that we get this from our grandparents, our parents, like it's a storytelling thing?
Well, as you know, during the old times, we don't have television, we don't have iPods, we don't have telephones. And how do we entertain the children? By telling stories. It just shows how creative and forward-thinking our grandparents were. They tell a story to scare us, to sleep. They tell a story to make us eat something. They make a story to make us do things which we normally will not do because, you know, as kids, we tend to try and not do what they want us to do. A typical teenager here too in Montreal. So this is how it started, myth and legend. They tell us a story, and of course, as you pass on from generation to generation, they take it to be their own, and you add, you know, you modernize it, you add to what you think will relate to them.
Now that you were saying that, what really inspired you to write this book?
Well, we took a lot of trips with my children, and it's a long drive, and being asked all the time, are we there yet? So I started to tell stories, and when it's night, I can tell you it's very dark at the back of the car, so I would tell them stories to scare them, and believe you me, they sleep, and they just they don't ask any more questions as to, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
So we mentioned about the origin, and I know here we can relate to some of the stories in your book. And the most popular, I think, item here that in page 1 is the story of the rice. And our young generation, and maybe we can really have them interested in the book, especially the story of the rice. So can you share it with us?
Well, the story of the rice is this, like, once upon a time, rice came into the houses in bowls, you know, like at one time God was living among the people, and because he wanted to make their life easier, he made these rice balls, and it would just go straight to their homes.
So they just roll?
That's right, it just would roll.
Roll to the house.
Yes. However, one day, you know, when we take things for granted, that's what it was. One day, God was on a trip, and these balls just keep on rolling inside their homes till the point that their house was so full of these balls, and there's no place to move. So what the people started to do is they started to pound this rice away and just let it rot. So when God came and saw what they did, he got so angry with them, and they said, from now on you have to work for it. And since then, they started to work for the rice. They plant it, and you know what's involved in planting rice is they plant it, they reap it, they dry it, and then it's milled. It used to be that rice in the Philippines was harvested once a year. But with the modern technology right now, they can even go 2 or apparently 3 times a year. So right now there's an abundance of rice. There's a lot of kinds of rice, basmati,
and everything.
Perfume
Yeah,
rice.
rice,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
So it makes it very interesting to eat rice. And now right away it's worldwide.
Now, the Filipinos have a rich heritage of myths and legend, and I remember that my grandmother used to, to tell stories about, alamat or witches. And I would like to know, how can we preserve these myths and legend or of heritage to our young ones?
Well, what I do with my grandchildren and my children also before that is I tell them these stories. And I also tell them to your grandchildren, to your children and grandchildren. And right now, with the availability of the internet and the iPad and whatever, books, of course, is still very good because you can see it right away. Also, of course, in the internet. But personally, I think they should read from the books, and the parents should also read to their children and tell them from their own personal experience. That way it's personalized, and they know that, oh, it happened to my mother, to my grandmother, So there's a connection there.
Filipinos of older generations are born storytellers. And I know how do we keep this rich heritage and to preserve them, and so that our next generation will be sharing this, all the stories that we have. So I know with your myths and legends of the Philippines, this can be one of them. So will you please tell the group about your book, Minda?
You can get this book at the Philippine Center on Van Horn or at the MMTV office for $10. Half of that goes to the Luz Foundation of Canada. Instead of buying a toy for $10 or $20 for your grandchildren, get this book. It's going to be passed from one generation to the next. They will appreciate more on what's happening in the Filipino culture and what we have, and it's worth knowing it and passing it from one to the next.
So Minda, thank you very much for sharing your myths and legends of the Philippines. And for sure, that our viewers will be able to get something from out of them and to really keep the rich heritage that they will give to their children. So this is Amy Mananog from Mabuhay Montreal TV. Thank you, Minda.
My pleasure.
Noong nakaraang linggo po ay nagkaroon ng munting mutya at laka ng Pilipinas, Montreal. Yan po ang asosasyon ng Kapampangan dito sa Montreal. Makakasama natin ang ating kababayan na si Tita Feli.
The Mutya ng Pilipinas, Montreal 2014. Marie Isabel Ilumbaring Terrio. Congratulations.
Today is October 18, 2014, and we are at the Hellenic Community Center celebrating the proclamation and crowning of the following beauty pageant candidates. First to be crowned is Munting Mutya ng Pilipinas Montreal 2014. Second is Munting Lakan ng Pilipinas Montreal 2014. And the third is Mutya ng Pilipinas Montreal 2014. The search for the mentioned pageant candidates debuted in 2008 with Alem Sesem winning the first crown. This brilliant idea was the brainchild of Miss Svetlana Suarez, tonight's chairman and director. This marked as one of her major projects in her capacity as the then president of the Kapampangan Association of Montreal, KAM in short. At that time, Miss Suarez reached out for the help of Mimi Noche Tamayo, who eventually named the pageant competition Munting Mutya ng Pilipinas Montreal. Tonight's program is ably choreographed by Miss Jennifer Camposano and very magnificently emceed by both Mr. Freddy Espinosa and Mr. Ed Moreno. The party officially began with Miss Thea de la Cruz, Mutya ng Pilipinas, Montreal 2009, who gave a sensational rendition of the national anthems. Ito po si Mrs. Cora Aberin, siyang treasurer ng FAMAS. She represents FAMAS this evening. Marami siya pong katungkulan, pero matatanong natin, ang proceeds nitong fundraising pupunta sa angkop sa Pilipinas. Ano ba yung angkop? Explain mo nga sa madla dahil maraming hindi nakakaalam yan.
Ang COP is yung nagbi-build sila ng school for the poor kids to go to na maka-afford silang makapag-school, and also tumutulong sila sa mahihirap. I think may project silang gagawin na magpatayo ng mga bahay-bahay ganun.
Every year may fundraising kayo. Doon ba pumupunta lahat or meron din kayo ibang projects?
May iba pa silang project kasi ako'y member lang nila, hindi naman ako katiwalian.
Do you expect to gain by participating in pageants?
Good evening, everybody. My expected gain by participating in pageants are the colorful experience, unforgettable memories, confidence, self-esteem, and friends of people that I have met in pageants. It's like in this pageant, going to the park, posing for Miss Photogenic, having confidence in myself, standing in the front of the judges, organizer, and all of you here, and to be with you all tonight. Those are examples to gain by participating in pageants. Thank you so much.
What advice would you give your parents?
First of all, I love you and thank you to my parents for all the support and love to me and to my little sister. My advice to them is to continue what they are doing, taking care of us, supporting us, keep loving us, and continue to guide me with my adding as we grow up so that we will become a good person and we can reach our dreams in life. That's all. Thank you.
If you could work in a film or movie, who would you choose as your co-star and why?
If I were to choose a co-star, without a doubt, I would choose my dad, Ricky Vermillion. The reason being is that we get along very well and he is extremely supportive. Being that he is so hardworking and has a positive energy. We work very well together, naturally, because not only is he my father, whom I look up to, he is also my friend. And who wouldn't want to work with a friend? Him and I make a great team, and we would make an even better movie. Thank you.
Who or what inspires you the most and why?
Thank you for the question. Of course, my family. My parents are the one who inspire me the most, because they are the one who molds me for what I am today. A girl of dignity, honor, and pride. They teaches me good value. They made me a better citizen and a good follower of God. And I am so thankful to the Creator for giving me such a beautiful family who inspire me and support me in my ups and downs. They are my strength, my life, and my only treasure that I will cherish until the end of my journey. Thank you.
Katabi ko po ngayon si Svetlana Suarez, ang ex-president of the association, but she is the backbone together with Caroline Malyari and the executive board. Is the backbone of this extravaganza, which is very successful. Svetlana, did you have a hard time assembling all the participants because there are so many of them?
Yes, Ate Feli, talagang napakahirap, but I tried to do my best that I'm gonna have 4 candidates each. So I tried my best, but it worked out fine.
Yeah, it was very successful. Will you be able to do that again next year? Do you have any plans to do them again next year?
Oh yes, actually, because of the extravagance every year, I already have few candidates that all the parents are wanting to be in this pageant.
Wow, I could understand that because it's very successful.
Ngayong malamig ng panahon ay masarap ang magsabaw. Nakasama ko si Sweet Amy para turuan tayo kung paano magluto ng isang masarap na soup. Welcome po sa kusina ni Sweet Amy at syempre po narito po ang nagniningning na si Sweet Amy.
Sobra naman, Michael. Nagniningning talaga, ha?
Eh bakit naman syempre ito pong si Sweet Amy ay shining star dahil award-winning cook ito na nagtrabaho sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo working for dignitaries and diplomats.
Wow, it's so flattering, Michael. Ang iyong mga pinagsasabi.
Flattering. Kasi talaga.
Oo, flattering talaga.
It's a privilege for us to have you in our program talaga.
Well, isa rin pong malaking karangalan para sa akin ang ibahagi sa inyong lahat ang lahat ng aking mga natutunan sa iba't ibang kontinente ng mundo.
So anong lulutuin natin ngayong gabing ito?
Well, mga kaibigan, mga televiewers, ang aking pong ihahanda sa inyong gabi ay isang masarap at katakam-takam na soup. Ito po ay aking tinatawag na spinach with shrimp soup.
Ay, magugustuhan yan tiyak ng mga Pilipino dahil mahilig kayo sa mga soup. di ba?
Yes, kagaya ng ating pinaka-famous at number 1 at hindi magpapahuling sinigang.
Sarap ng sinigang.
Oo. Ang sinigang ay pwede ring isda at karne.
Saka yung tinola.
Yeah, tinola. At kung ito naman ay baka, ay the best ay nilaga. Di ba?
Yeah, at saka, actually, ang munggo, di ba, is also soup.
Yes, that
Parang
is
lentil
a
soup siya.
vegetable. Yeah, lentil soup. Kasi munggo is lentil. Yeah. And also, of course, magpapahuli ba naman ng goto at ang arroz caldo, di ba? Hindi
Yeah.
magpapahuli ang mga yan.
Actually, yan ang paborito kong soup nung nasa Pilipinas ako.
Yes.
Especially
Actually,
after midnight, yung mga turo-turo,
Yes.
di ba, ang dami niyan?
Pero ako, Michael, hindi ko yung tinatawag na soup. I call it comfort food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi pag kinakain mo, masarap ang
Yes,
pakiramdam.
that's true. Lalo na pag ito ay tagulan. Di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Diba?
Siyempre.
Okay.
So, anong mga ingredients natin para sa lulutuin mo?
Okay, for our spinach with shrimp soup for tonight, ang ating pong mga ingredients ay spinach, shrimp, a cup of milk, a cup of cream, finely chopped onion, crushed garlic, salt and pepper, at ang butter and oil.
Kung walang spinach, kunyari, sa yung mga taga-Pilipinas, nanonood sa atin ngayon, meron bang pwedeng i-replace dyan?
Siyempre, ang spinach, Michael, ay optional. Ganyan din ang shrimp. Sa shrimp, marami tayong pwedeng ipalit kagaya ng karne. Sometimes, pwede rin siguro ang mga fillet ng fish. And number 1, of course, ang pwede nating ipalit dito sa spinach ay ang malunggay. Which is, kahit
Marami sa
saan,
atin yan,
marami.
yeah.
Yeah, right? At sa mga bakuran naman natin sa Pilipinas, meron ding mga kangkong at talbos ng kamote, di ba?
Paano kung vegetarian ka?
Well, kung vegetarian, ang maisasuggest ko ay tofu,
Tofu.
which is the best.
Replacement ng...
Replacement ng shrimp, which will blend all together sa kanilang mga taste and flavors.
O sige, excited na po akong matikman itong spinach and shrimp soup ni...
Yes,
Sweet
of
Amy.
course. Excited din ako na iluto ito para sa inyo ngayong gabi.
Okay, so let's go and cook.
Okay, come on, let's cook
So,
it.
anong unahin natin?
Well, uunahin natin syempre ang maggisa ng garlic and onion.
Okay, so let's bring it to...
Kailangan kung tunawin natin ang butter together with the oil. Okay, pag tunaw na siya, well, of course, ang una natin gagawin ay igigisa ang garlic. Okay, and then the onion. Hihintayin po natin hanggang ang onion at ang garlic ay mag-blend together at ma-absorb nila ang flavor ng oil and butter. Haluin lang natin ang spinach hanggat ito'y lumambot. And then, pwede na nating ilagay ang shrimps. And as we put the shrimp, you have to know that you have to high up a little bit the temperature.
Mukhang yummy siya.
Yes, of course. It looks very nutritious, delicious because may seafoods na, may vegetable pa.
Now it's salt and pepper.
Yes. Wala siyang tamang measurement actually, but
Depende sa
dami at depende rin sa panlasa
ng tao.
The milk has to go first.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, well done. Okay. Now that you pour the milk, you have to wait until it boils. The
Okay.
cream has to go last.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And now it's boiling. It's time to pour the cream. Ayan. Hintayin na lang natin na ito'y kumulo uli. Hanggang sa makita natin na malapot na, then it's ready to serve.
Ayan. Excited na ako.
Okay.
Alam mo, sa amoy pa lang talagang Busog na ako.
Well,
Ganda ng amoy eh.
tikman mo muna, Michael, para yung mahusgahan. Of course, hindi nagtatapos dyan. Kailangan natin siyang i-garnish ng cilantro or coriander. Okay. So, kung meron tayong mga herb na cilantro or coriander, we can just simply cut a few. That's thyme. That's also another herb, but that doesn't blend with the taste of the shrimp and the spinach. Okay, so we can just chop it with our fingers and do it like that, and voila.
Wow,
We have a
sarap.
nice. Okay, so now ready na po tayo sa ating testing ng ating spinach shrimp
I
soup.
can't wait to taste it.
Go, Michael! Cheers!
Grabe. Ang sarap sobra. Galing naman.
Thank you very much. Well,
Wow.
mga kaibigan, ngayon pong gabi, isa lang po yan sa inyong natunghayan na recipe ko. Well, marami pa po akong may babahagi sa inyo. Kung kaya, inyo po kaming tutukan tuwing Biyernes ng gabi.
Hanggang sa muli.
Ito po si Sweet Amy, nag-iiwan sa inyo ng isang magandang gabi.
Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik sa aming programa.
Na patuloy na naglilingkod sa ating mga kababayan.
Muli po tayong magsama-sama.
Dito sa MMTV.